Yeah, I apologize, Yvonne, that I had to leave, but it was the only way that I could coordinate getting this flight. And unfortunately, I'm not able to get to a private spot, which I thought I was going to be able to do.
That's okay. Okay, it's 1 o'clock, Maureen. Do you want to call to order and I will start recording?
Recording in progress.
Let's call to order. This is the February 18th board meeting, and let's call attendance. We're calling to order at 1 o'clock on January 18th, and call to order. You have in attendance Maureen Bell, present.
Frank Danford, present.
John Porter, present. Dennis Porter, present.
Chris is walking in now. All right, sir, you want to grab a chair and come up?
This is wide, huh?
Chris, just state your full name for us, please.
Chris Nameth, Devin, and Vincent Borderson.
Very good.
Thank you.
Maureen, everybody's here on the board? Maureen? Maureen?
Can you hear me now?
I gotcha.
Sounds good. Okay, we have a very busy agenda. I want to make sure that we go through the agenda as efficiently as possible. I would like to allow discussion before any votes or any nominations for a vote, and that would include, first of all, the board members, and then anybody in the audience that wishes to speak on topic. At the end, time permitting, we will allow open discussion or any new business. So with that being said, we've already called to order. Agenda item number 1, agenda item number 2 is board attendance. We took that approval of the last meeting minutes. Does anybody from the board have any questions or updates to the draft meeting minutes? I did notice that there was an adjournment that needed to be added to the minutes, that the meeting was adjourned at 8 p.m. So those modifications were made.
Video.
Yeah, that will be updated to reflect the 8 p.m. adjournment. Does anybody else want to modify or update the meeting minutes? Brandon, anything?
I would like to they accepted.
Okay.
Approved.
All right. I second approval of the meeting minutes. Meeting minutes are vote, I guess.
Everybody has approved here.
Okay, the next agenda item is to review the financials, and I specifically would like to focus on the financials related to the Structural Integrity Reserve Study. Many of the items that we're looking to discuss today are on the Structural Integrity Reserve Study. So rather than go through the budget for a full financial analysis, I would like to focus on page 7 of 59 on the executive summary for the non-SERS. And the 3 items that we are looking at to vote on today and discuss are the roof for the other building, which was budgeted at $82,400, the elevator modernization, which was $340,000, and the elevated cabs, which was $30,900. And then in the SERS, we had the building exterior restoration for $113,000, and then an electrical system for $10,300. And just to remind folks, the Structural Integrity Reserve Study separates both the non-SERS and the SERS. So SERS is enforced by statute. Any building that is 3 stories or more, you need to fund it 100% effective this year. We are fully funded at 100%, and we voted that in as part of our budget. So from a matter of execution against the budget and the SERS, as you move forward with your expenses in SERS, if any new information comes in, you have to update SERS, you have to update your budget, you either pay for any modifications through special assessments or you realign your budget in the following year. So just to remind folks, that is what we budgeted for the non-SERS and the SERS. And on the agenda, we have elevator expenses, electrical panel for Heather roof, storm drains, concrete repairs, and those are all items that are covered in the finances for the structural integrity reserve study. So with that explanation, I'd like to ask anybody on the board, first of all, if you have any questions about the budget for structural integrity reserves.
What is the total for all?
Total for,
All of it?
Total
for all
fund,
these, we're gonna go over them.
sorry, what was the question? All of what?
Frank is asking about the total for all the items that are on the business list.
So that's what we're talking
But
about.
we're gonna go over them.
Just a point of clarification on the
Yes.
question, Frank. Are you asking for how much did we, how much, are you, just a clarification, are you asking for the items that we're discussing today or the total reserves budget?
I'm asking for what you're saying we're going to work on as what it's all going to cost.
Items today.
Items today.
Yeah, we're gonna go over each one.
I know, I just wondered if we had a total.
I didn't add up a total, yeah.
A total of what was budgeted or a total of what the proposals?
Proposal.
Okay, the proposals, we can get into those as we go through each one. We have multiple proposals for each of the contracts, so I'm not really sure what totaling up all of those will do for us. I don't have a total. The answer to your question is I do not have a total for all of the contracts that were submitted for consideration.
We're gonna go over one by one right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to answer the question.
Is the insurance part of this discussion?
It's part of the new
Insurance?
business
Right?
chapter, yes.
Yes, okay, good. I thought
Yeah,
so, just to clarify.
and-
Thank you.
And insurance is a separate line item on our budget. And I don't, if the question is, how much did we budget for insurance? I know I've got the actual annual budget here for 2026. And Yvonne, did you print out copies for folks in the room if they need to look at these? Insurance was budgeted at $835,800.
I did not have time to print copies.
Okay, so insurance was budgeted at $835,863. Are there any other questions about funding and finances for what we're about to talk about?
No, go ahead.
Okay, before we move into finance, the agenda item is the finance. Again, I like to run the meetings by asking the board if they need any clarification on the topics and then open it up to the members of the association if they need clarification on the finances relative to what we're talking about today.
No, I don't see anybody.
Okay, anybody on
Go
the
ahead,
phone?
Maureen. No,
Okay, so that covers what we have budgeted for the items that we're going to discuss today. The next item on the agenda is old business. We wanted to review the standards committee, and we have one more volunteer that has stepped forward. Jackie, what's her last name? Yvonne Giornelli, Yvonne 304.
yes. I don't have the
She
correct
has
spelling,
stepped
but
forward,
yes.
so I motion to appoint Jackie to the standards committee.
I second it. Approve.
So, okay, all in
Okay.
favor? Aye.
Aye. Good news.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
The next discussion is around the violations committee. Dennis had done a great job of putting together the guidelines and the fee structure. And first violation was warning or $50. Second violation was $100. And then there were recommendations for specific violations. Noise and nuisance was a fine of 50 to 100 per event and 100 every day if continuing. Parking violations was $50 for first, $100 for repeat. Pet violations was 50 for first, 100 for reoccurring. Trash and sanitation, leaving trash outside the units, improper disposal, bulk trash, fine of $50 to $100. Balcony exterior violations, fine of 50 to 100. Altering common elements without approval, 100 plus repair costs. Amenity and misuse, fine of 50 for the first, 100 for reoccurring. Leasing and occupancy violations, 100 per day. Damage to common elements, 100 plus repairs. Harassment or misconduct, 100 per incident. Miscellaneous, $50 to $100. So Dennis, there was a question as to clarification on warning or $50. When is that determination made, or is it specific, or is it up to the violations committee to determine 50 to 100?
Well, it's 50 for the first and 100 for the second. So some of them don't have a $50. Some of them don't have a $50 level. So if it says notice 50, 100, then that's the 3 steps. Some of them start at 50 because it didn't have a notice, but they all have a notice of intent to fine, warning, cure period. So like if it's something that's curable, obviously you can't go back and cure a past noise violation because that already happened. But if it's something like a grill on a patio, you can move the grill on a patio and avoid the fine.
Right.
So if it's capable, or you can move your car, or you can move that. So if it's capable of being remedied, then you get the notice of intent to fine. But if it's already occurred, then there's no way to remedy you can't go back in time. So that's what dictates the difference. And all of them, no one receives the fine until the committee agrees to give the fine. Prior to that, there's just notice of the fine, or the fine is given and then the committee approves it. But never would you owe a fine that you didn't have a chance to talk to someone about it. You would go to the committee before you had a chance to talk. You would have an opportunity.
Quick question. Is the schedule or the list of violations and the steps going to be posted on the portal or distributed before this?
We have a document that we need to distribute to you that we have completed, and there's some draft notices so that they'll all be uniform. We need to get that to you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Thank you.
We have option in the room, Maureen.
I didn't hear.
We haven't asked it yet.
Are the preliminary violations issued by board members and then it's followed up by the committee? Or?
They're issued by management.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Okay.
Has this been looked at or reviewed by Kay Bender?
It has been reviewed by me and an attorney, and we are going to move forward on this. And if you or if someone receives a fine and doesn't like it, they can intervene and file a lawsuit, and we'll deal with it then.
Okay, that's good. You are an attorney, Dennis?
I am.
Okay.
I had a question.
Yes, John.
On the bulk trash items,
Uh-huh.
does the association pay extra to have those items removed?
We usually do if someone just throws it out there. So this would be something that would also fall under the fines category. We spend a lot of money in having someone come to pick up furniture that they've discarded in the wrong place or just thrown it to the recycle bin, which is not. We do not have a bulk trash, but we are discussing getting or renting a bulk bin from the city. So because we know a lot of people have things they need to get rid of sometimes, but as of now, it is your responsibility to get rid of it, not on this property whatsoever, as of now.
We definitely can pass those costs along to people if we catch them disposing.
Correct.
We couldn't just,
Yes,
we couldn't
correct.
just schedule like maybe twice a month, have a truck come and
That's what we were talking about doing, is even once a month would be helpful, right?
put a bin there.
Right.
It's gonna be a mess.
Well, I agree.
Last-
I agree with, no, the bin would come and take it back. So we'll discuss that. It's not on our agenda at the moment, but we will discuss it. Maureen, go ahead.
Okay, so I think we have clarification on moving forward. The intention and objective of this was to appoint the additional member and move forward. So Yvonne, if you wouldn't mind coordinating the first meeting, so we can get moving on the violations and
Yes.
finding. Okay, the next on the agenda is the cable contract, which I believe is going to be very, well, it's hot on the cusp. Yeah, everybody knows that we've had a 4-day outage with our cable. And we have a contract that is in front of us from a company called Faststream. We also looked at MDU and single digits. Faststream is able to give us 2 DirecTV cable boxes, as well as, I'm looking for my numbers here, as well as HBO package, which gives you access to over 2,000 televisions and unlimited DVR for a total cost of $74.73. Our current cable is $99.12. The things that I don't like about this company is they will rewire us with fiber, which is basically, it looks like a fishing line that's going to be going in the ceiling all the way to the doors to inside the units. They will not web it or feed it through the walls, similar to the coax cable. That's the standard installation that they do for everybody. They also have failover, and they have guaranteed response within 72 hours. So if for some reason our cable fiber goes out, they have a failover, hot swap over, so we will not be without coverage. We received a letter from Single Digits that they are having the issue that they had was a billing issue with one of their upstream providers, a Digital Realty. The COO notified us that they thought they had resolved the billing issue, but nevertheless, the company had severed their communications last Thursday. So since last Thursday, they have been working to reconfigure and reroute us to an alternate solution. It sounded to me, like reading through the email, that they were having issues paying their bills. We all know we have had numerous issues over the years with Single Digits. So I'd like to open the floor for discussion before we proceed with action on our cable contract.
Do you have to provide them with any personal information?
Hey, Tony, can you just hold on one second
Sure.
while I ask the board for discussion? Because the way that I like to facilitate is to have board discussion about the contracts.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay, no worries. So any
I've
questions?
read the contract, John. I don't have a question. I just have, I'm just expressing my support for the Faststream resolution.
Anything else for
Chris, John?
Do all the options move the DirecTV to streaming versus dish? Is that visible?
Yes. Yes, they do.
And so if we do lose internet, we lose DirecTV as well, unlike now where we still have direct coverage.
That is correct.
DirecTV or dish, which is
Yes, but Single Digit is not offering magnetic dishes any longer. They're moving away from that technology.
so that's the same either way. Okay.
So this is going to be streaming only for game?
No, the television comes via streaming also. It is streaming, but it gets rid of the dish on top of the building. So like when it rains, that rain wouldn't happen anymore. So it includes television, but it is all via streaming platform.
So you
Can I ask-
I don't know the answer to that question.